Hi, hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome back to Drugstore Week, where we're doing a full week using drugstore makeup. I own a lot of drugstore makeup, so I have a lot to choose from. Today is a palette bingo. This is a lineup, so we're doing a palette bingo using the NYX Sugar Trip Squad palette, and yeah, it doesn't come with a mirror, but these are the shades. So we're gonna have some fun with this palette. I already did my base makeup because we're gonna go over that in a little while. But yeah, so this is how my palette bingos usually go. I do my palette bingos every single Sunday on my channel, unless it's an empties video, but that rarely happens. Usually it's just palette bingo all the way on Sundays, and I don't really talk in them. I've only talked in one. I believe it was like my first ever palette bingo. I spoke, and then in my palette bingo collab I spoke, but I haven't talked since then because those are my easy videos. I just film them, no talking, and my family's pretty loud. And yeah, so today we're talking because it's drugstore week, so it's like a thing. So I have a palette bingo playlist down below for you guys if you guys want to catch up on those. This is going to be episode 17, I believe. I also have my drugstore week playlist down below if you guys want to catch up with all of this week's videos. Honestly, it was a lot of fun. Today's the last day of drugstore week. Give this video a big like if you enjoyed this week and you want more. We could do it next month again. It was just a lot of fun. It was a full week of all just drugstore makeup. I love it. So let's go into the palette. Okay, so this is such a beautiful palette. Like, it's so colorful. I remember, like, I think I talked about this in my declutter video for my eyeshadow palettes that I did last year, and this was definitely almost decluttered. I don't know what it is. Like, I love the color story. Like, the color story is what got me about this palette, but I think it's the formula that I remember not being that great. So we're gonna revisit that today, because honestly, like, the color story is the only reason like I purchased it, because it was during like Black Friday at Kohl's and there was a long line. This was last year when we could be around people and in big crowds. So yeah, and I stood in line for this palette. So we're gonna see if it's even if it was worth keeping. Honestly, like, it's super pigmented, so I don't know why I just didn't like it anymore. But let's go into the shades that we got. So I did the random number generator and we got number 10. So number 10 is this gold shade here. Then we got number 6, which is this shade. We got number 1, this shade here, number 9, and then 8. So they were like right next to each other. Yay! So I was super excited that we got these shades because I love those type of shades. And we got a fun pop of color, which is a green, and we got a gold. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of these types of gold. I don't know what it is, but we'll see how we're gonna make it work today. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna go on to the look now. Let's see what we can come up with. I think I'm gonna have to do a cut crease. It's just gonna have to happen. So, oh, I didn't even swatch them. What am I doing? Okay, let me swatch them. Okay, so these are the shades that we got. We got this gold. We got the purple, which is so gorgeous. We got a pop of green, and then the burgundy and purple shade. And they honestly, I think today's look is gonna be pretty good. Let's hope. There's hoping. Okay, so we're gonna take that light purple shade first and build up the crease and put a shade down. And this palette was available on the Kohl's website. I did search for it for you guys, but right now it's out of stock. Then I found it on Amazon. On Amazon, it's retailing for $19. I did put the link down below if you decide you want to grab it, so that's gonna be down below. But yeah, this is a pretty shade. It's building up really nicely. So I'm gonna take my fish brush and I'm gonna go into that like burgundy shade. No, we're getting fallout. Ah! I'm like trying to avoid the fallout. In my fluffy brush that I was using earlier and just blend that out. And funny enough, this brush, the powder brush that I used, is from the same collection as the palette. Yeah, this is so old. It was on sale when I bought it. Okay, so now I'm gonna take that like dark purple that is right there, and we're gonna go into the outer corner with it. Now the dilemma is gonna be which shimmer should I put on the lid, because we have a beautiful bright green and we have a gold. Now I'm thinking we do the green on the lid, but is that a little wild? Like, is that pulling a wild card right now? I don't know. Is it gonna look good? Who knows? Hopefully. But so far everything is looking pretty good. Okay, just gonna want to blend this side a little bit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna cut the crease using the AOA concealer, and we'll be back. Okay, so there we go. I cut the crease. So now I'm gonna take that lime green and we're gonna put it all over the lid. Let's see how it goes. My Profusion brush, I just love how that packs on shimmers like on the lid. So let's hope for the best. I never use this shade. Should I wet it is the question. Let's see. Okay, now that it's on, I'm gonna wet it. Okay, so now that that shade is on, I keep trying to show you guys a palette, but I'm like, I have the shades right here. I'm just gonna mix these two and go into the outer corner using the same Profusion brush. I just love these brushes. Putting the most on the outer corner, and then just like when I feel like there's not a lot on the brush now, I go and blend up here. Okay, I think this palette came to prove me wrong. It looks really good. Okay, put some of the LA Colors Auto eyeliner in black. We're gonna tightline as always, and then I'm gonna go and do the lower lash line with those same two shades. Okay, now we used almost all of them except that gold. So what we're gonna do with the gold is put in the inner part of the eye, and let's see how that looks. See, definitely this shade is really muted. Like, it's not like a bright gold. It's an interesting shade. Okay, so that's the look with the palette. So far, so good. I'm gonna use my AOA Studio Artista liner, and this one is in a royal purple. I called it passion purple or something in a different video, but it's called royal purple. And we're gonna line. You do have to shake it really well for it to work. Okay. Why is this giving me like Beetlejuice vibes? I've never watched the movie, but I know who the character is. Okay, so there's a liner. I love this liner. I love the other shades. It's such a good one. And only $1 on the Shop Miss A website. Definitely recommend these. I ordered 2 black ones and I ordered the blue one. So those are going to be coming in soon. But oh my god, these are really impressing me. I love them. So now you guys know I'm going to go in with the Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift mascara. I keep calling it Lash Craft. I don't know why. I don't even own that mascara. I don't know how that came into my mind, but this is the Lash Lift. And then we're gonna go in with the LA Colors Brow Tint. Okay, lastly going in with my e.l.f. Mist and Set to just set everything in place. Hopefully the lashes are not still wet. Okay, so this is the final look using the NYX palette and the foundation. The liner looks so good. I love it. And I love this look. Like, I was not expecting this. I remember not liking the formula at all. I was about to declutter and then I was like, you know what, I'll keep it. So it's earned its place in the collection. Okay, so it's officially hereby staying in the collection forever. It's so gorgeous. Oh, it's really pretty. Let me know what you think. So that is the green shade on the lid. The purples really blended amazingly, like on the outer corner. No trouble with that. The gold, I mean, I don't really like it. Maybe if it would have been, if we would have gotten that pink shade, it would have looked more bright. I just feel like it's like there, but it's like eh. But the green is definitely the star of the show. Really nice. I'm glad that we didn't add the gloss. It just looks really nice just like that. So now that we have everything on, we're gonna go into the second portion of the video, which I usually do in my palette bingos, where I put the colorful screen and then I put base makeup in 3, 2, 1, and then we move on to what I put on my face, because you guys haven't seen that yet. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys could keep on watching. The reason that I put it in the end of the video and not in the beginning, which would make more sense, right? But it's because palette bingos usually are just for the eyeshadow and not really the whole full face. So I give the option of opting out if you don't want to watch it. So I count down. So if you don't want to watch the base makeup, then I'm glad that you sticked around and watched the awesomeness of the eyeshadow and how they worked. It was honestly really great and really fun to work with this palette today. But if you must go and you don't care about the base makeup, then this is when you would leave if you want. And you know, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. But yeah, so let's move on to the base makeup. Okay, so now we're gonna start off the face portion of this video. So if you guys are familiar with my palette bingos, I've been adding another part at the end, which is this, what we're gonna watch right now. So we're gonna start off with eyebrows. Today we're using my LA Colors Browie Wowie. And this is such a great pencil if you guys saw throughout the week. This was so fun to film, this series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't believe we're on the last day. That's so sad. But yeah, so I have this pencil in black. So we're gonna fill in with this today because there's no pomade today. It's just all pencil. So let's see. Those are the brows. It was interesting because I only used this pencil throughout the week with you guys, and I remember loving this pencil a lot, but since we use it just to outline, I didn't notice how waxy this formula is. Like, just trying to get it on the brow was a little difficult, which is interesting. But I'm gonna keep using it. And sometimes, you know, we get bad products. Like, I notice, like, when I repurchase my products, sometimes there's an inconsistency, but anyway, like, it still looks good. They look good. So yeah, I really like that I was able to spread it out easily, and they just look a little bushy, which I'm kind of into right now. So yeah, that was the brow product. Okay, no eyeshadow primer today. We're just gonna go straight into primer. We're using this AOA Clean Slate primer. If you guys watch my makeup haul, the drugstore haul, I mentioned that I had purchased it. It finally came in, so we're using this today. And then I also said that I couldn't remember what else I purchased. I purchased the Beauty Treats Sweet Mint Natural Lip Balm, and this is so adorable and it smells so good. I already opened it. It's like kind of like a chubby little chapstick, and honestly it feels so good. I don't want to apply too much because I'm gonna put primer on my face, but this is so good. And yeah, it was only $1, and they have various scents and stuff, so interesting. So this was a fun buy. I do want to buy more. As you guys know, I always use up chapstick, and this is like a little chubby one and only $1. So yeah, I'm thinking I could just order them from Shamus A, and they work the same as regular chapstick. So now let's talk about this here. So the primer in the back, it has like some information, so let's talk about it. It says Clean Slate is lightweight and melts right into your skin, leaving it silky smooth while extending makeup wear. So that took a couple takes because I just woke up and I was trying to read it and it just wasn't coming out right. But yeah, so that's a clean slate primer. It's such a cute little size. It looks good, like a good amount. You get 0.67 fluid ounces. Okay, well anyway, I swatched it yesterday and it's like a, we're gonna see it here, it's like a yellowy creamy kind of color, and it smells like a hint of cologne. Like, I'm not even kidding, like it smells so good, but it's like it's barely there. Like, you really have to like get in there to smell it. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. I haven't tried it on the face though. I just swatched it on my hand yesterday. Yes, so if you're sensitive to smells, honestly, like you could barely smell it. It's just like I could smell the hint of whatever it is. Like, oh, it smells so good. Okay, so blending it in, it's not like super slippery, you know, like those primers, they just go all over the place. It's like it dries fast. Okay, so with that bit that I put on my face, I don't feel like it got my whole face. So I'm gonna go back here. It just blends in so quickly, you don't have time to move it all around your face, but it feels good. Like, it feels like prepped for foundation. Okay, we're gonna keep trying it. We might include this in a couple 10-second review videos and stuff. So now we're going into foundation. I'm using the AOA foundation that we talked about in one of the videos this week, and I haven't used this since then. So let's see if it's as amazing as I remember. This is a satin foundation. It says it's lightweight liquid foundation that delivers buildable coverage and long-lasting natural finish. I do remember that I built it up twice, I believe. I remember the color was pretty great and that this smells pretty great. I'm also going to use my e.l.f. sponge. I haven't used this sponge in such a long time. I don't know. I had used it a while back again, like after not using it, if that makes sense. I just woke up, so I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, so I used it probably last month or something, and I don't know why, like I didn't like how my foundation came out. But look at that, like it's blending it so well. I remember loving this sponge so much. Oh, this foundation is so nice. Oh my god. So that's the foundation right there. I'm gonna do one more layer just because like it's a little light coverage for me. But oh my god, this is such a good foundation. Like, now I understand why people are so like, they were hyping it up, because it's honestly worth the hype if you want that like kind of everyday look. But it just looks so good, like it looks good. So we're gonna do one more layer and then we're gonna move on to concealer. We're using the AOA Studio Liquid Concealer. I believe this is a Paw Paw one. I believe it retails for $155. I think this is the one that donates to like an animal charity or something. But I have mine in the shade Buff, and it is pretty light, but I've been actually enjoying it. I like how it looks like once everything's blended out, and it definitely blends in better with a sponge. That's what I've noticed. So I've been enjoying this. I'm gonna purchase another one in a shade darker because I feel like this one's just a little too light for me. But honestly, the formulation is okay. It's impressing me. I'm getting more into it as I use it. So yeah, so let me know if you own this, if you're gonna try it. I think I got mine from the light tones, and yeah, so I'm gonna try something from the medium tones, so hopefully that kind of matches a little better. But honestly, it looks pretty good. So you guys know, usually like for my contouring and stuff, I usually either use my Profusion Pro Contour Kit that I always reach for. I already hit pan, I love it. Or I use my Wet n Wild, which you guys know, it's a little, you know, we're in the gray area right now because I don't know if I like it as much as I used to. So what we're gonna do is just go in with powder. So we're gonna use this LA Colors loose powder, and this one's in light medium. And I found this one at my local Dollar Tree. It's so cute, it's so tiny. And we're just gonna use this to set the under eyes and the entire face, because I didn't choose a contour palette. I just did it all week, so I'm like, you know what, whatever. We're not gonna do it today. So you're wondering what light medium looks like. That's how the shade looks. Honestly, for my skin tone, I feel like it works really well. I love this powder. I love this powder, and I love the other big powder that I own from LA Colors. They're so inexpensive and they're so good. This one is $1 and my other big tub is $3. Honestly, it's such a good powder and it just looks really good. I love it. I love it. I love it. And if you guys didn't know, I have oily skin. I feel like they work for me, so definitely recommend. Next, we're going in with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I did use this in Thursday's video, and this one here is in deep beige. And it's just a beautiful powder. Like, I love it for, I haven't purchased my my shade to like do all over the face, but this one is so beautiful. Like, it just goes on so beautifully. So that's what we're gonna use to kind of bronze up the skin today. This goes on so beautifully. It looks so like subtle. I don't know what it is. I've really been enjoying using this to like bronze up the face and stuff. It's a really good powder. Now, would I recommend you go purchase it just to like bronze your skin? No, but this is honestly a great powder if you want it for like all over the face. I've hit pan on multiple one of these in my shade. I think I get translucent or something like that. And yeah, but this one I won in a giveaway, if you guys remember that, and I've been using it for bronzing because the shade's just a little dark. For all over the face, it's just so beautiful. It's so good. I love it. So now we're going into blush, and can we just talk about this palette here? I mentioned this in my highlighting video, and if you like are a subscriber of mine for a while, you know that I haven't uploaded a Ulta video using these things, and I have more products from the Ulta line because I had bought this makeup set, which I'll have on the screen if I remember to put the picture in, because sometimes I forget. But I'll put the picture in, and I bought that and I used it on camera with you guys. We had a video up. Okay, it was supposed to go the day that the highlighting video went up on my channel, and it just didn't happen. First of all, I didn't like the video at all. I felt like my brows were so harsh in that video. Oh my god. And then my hair was just not cooperating. The look didn't even come out that great. So I was like, you know, I was dreading putting that video up. And then the day before, I looked it up and the set wasn't even available anymore. So I'm like, you know what, whatever, like, it's a sign. I deleted it. Yeah, so now I have products I haven't talked about, but that I say I did, but I didn't. Like in yesterday's video, I think I mentioned that I made a video using these things, but I haven't. So yeah, I deleted the video, but I still have the products and we're still going to talk about them. So like I said in the highlighting video, it does have like this weird grease situation going on. This is such a pretty palette though. So we're going to go in with this shade here. So because I spend a lot of time like editing and stuff, but that's like the first video that I delete and it doesn't go up. Usually I like upload every single video. There's only been one time where I accidentally deleted a video. It hasn't happened since then, so it's, yeah, I'm really careful now. I'm like traumatized. But yeah, that's the first time I deleted a video, but I just did not like it. I didn't feel like good about it, and it's not even available anymore, so I'm like, why talk about it? Pretty. You guys know I needed another purple blush. If you saw my was it one of my empties videos where I got rid of a old blush from the 99 that I loved and I had for years, and it's like honestly looks like this one. So I'm glad I purchased this kit. We're gonna go into the J Cat You Glow Girl Baked Highlight, and this one here is in Twilight, and the packaging is broken, but that is the shade there. I never reach for this, so I'm like, you know what, we're gonna reach for it today. We're gonna use it today. Okay, so that is the highlighter. It's so beautiful. It's gorgeous, and I believe it only reaches for like $9 or something. So I'm just gonna tone the blush, kind of mix everything together. Okay, so now we're gonna go into lips, and we're gonna line our lips first. So this is the LA Colors Auto Lip Liner, and it's in the shade, I always forget, I think it's mauve. And yeah, I really have been enjoying these, not as much as my Ebin liner, but these are pretty okay. They're just a little more dry than the Ebin one. The lip we're gonna take today is this one by NYX. I never touched this one, and so I was surprised that I'm using it today, but it's a gorgeous color. This is the Lip Lingerie in the shade French Maid, and it's like this purpley situation. It's really nice. Funny enough, I also got this in the same giveaway that I got the bronzing powder that we used today. So that is the shade French Maid. It definitely goes really well with that lip liner that we put down. Yeah, it's good. I love the formula. Like when I wear it, I love it. I just have so many liquid lipsticks that I forget about some, just like eyeshadow palettes. It's a problem. But yes, so gorgeous. I don't even know if I want to put gloss on. We're gonna put on the Unicorn Glow gloss in Diamond. That's how that looks. I mentioned this in Makeup That I Love Because of Packaging video, and it's just so pretty, but do I want to put it on is a question. I like how it's looking without the gloss. We're not going to use the gloss today, but this is definitely a good formula and the color is really nice. Okay, so that is all for the base makeup. I feel like this looks so good. So now let's move on to the outro. Okay, so we made it to the end. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed filming this for you today. It honestly was a lot of fun, and the shades that we got were so much fun to work with. It was good. It was a fun day. Okay, the makeup looks amazing, the foundation looks amazing, everything looks so good. I'm so happy with this look, and it was so much fun doing this series with you guys. I would hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. Give it a big thumbs up if you want me to continue doing these full faces of drugstore makeup, and I'll do it. Like, they were honestly a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. Okay, it was a full week of all drugstore makeup, all talking videos, so it's a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun as well. Like, I love just planning ahead and stuff, and it was a lot of fun planning this week, and I'm happy that we're at the end. Today's Sunday. I hope you guys enjoyed watching them. The playlist is going to be down below for both my palette bingo and also my drugstore week. They're both down there. Everything that I have on my face today is going to be down there, all the names of the prices, as well as some videos that I uploaded last week. I upload every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Sunday. From now on, it's going to be normal schedule. I upload 3 times a week, so if you could stick around, that would be amazing. I have my Insta handle displayed on the screen. I post a lot of makeup finds. I'm actually already doing makeup finds. Yeah, because my palette bingo ended already, so I should already be posting makeup finds. And yeah, it's a lot of fun over there. If you want to follow me, that would be great, and it'd be so amazing if you could like and subscribe. Of course, you don't have to. You are your own person and you make your own decisions, but it wouldn't hurt to give this video a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.